follow up on that, you know, the Fort Riley killings down there, okay? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand what motivated this individual. Yet the president was, this guy went and murdered soldiers and their families, and yet, well, we're going to investigate. Yeah, he'll go ahead and jump on the police in whatever that town was. He said it was wrong, you know, I don't know all the facts. What that guy did down in Texas was wrong. It should have been a hate crime immediately. And,
all hate, all
and
crimes.
it was hate. It was strictly hate. It was murder. And we're dilly-dallying around. This guy should already be at a court-martial. I don't know what the sentence is going to be, but he should be standing in front of a military tribunal right now.
Well, I agree with that, and I'm even going to take it a step back. I think the fact that he was allowed to progress
Yes.
through the system, and people covered their rear because they wanted to be politically correct.
Right.
I'm a vet.
That's
I'm
a
military
frightening
person.
thought.
We're not worried about waging war now. We're worried about PC. You know, we have more admirals now than we did in World War II. We had 10 times the ships and personnel in World War II.
Yes, ma'am.
There are European countries that have allowed huge sets of Muslims to create their own boundaries and live under Sharia law. Is there any part in our country as yet that has a big enough population that would even be a remote possibility?
No, the Detroit area has probably the single largest, and that's, they would be the leading indicator, and the issue is no. And I don't think there should be any pockets, whether it's Sharia law or some other, where you get to run independently up from the laws of the United States or under some international rules that would take precedent to the
Correct, that we can
yeah.
allow that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have to take care of ourselves first. Yes, sir, and then I only have a few more minutes left.
A couple of people have brought recently the idea of national security, and as a country the last year, Congress and the government's really focused on a couple which need to be done. We're talking about energy independence, so you should be independent, not relying on other nations. What is your thoughts about national security, and what is Congress doing to help promote national security? We've had a couple of attacks recently that have gone on that way.
Well, first of all, let me say that my personal mission is to make us energy independent, because I do not only think of it in an economic sense, but a security sense. And the security is, if they want to shut off our oil, they can cripple us. And that's a national security issue. But just in general, at the big macro level of national security, there's so many areas to talk about. The Department of Defense and Homeland Security are executive legislate some specifics, but the overall culture and direction is set by the president, since they're executive agencies. Now, I will say that I've been relatively pleased with the president. I thought, considering that he kind of came from the pull out of everything camp, pull out of Iraq and camp, that sending more troops, which were absolutely necessary for our national security into Afghanistan. Took too long to do it. I would agree with that statement, but he did it. And so I have not reached the conclusion yet, like some of my colleagues, that he is bad on national security issues. I think little things like closing Guantanamo Bay and having the underwear bomber thought of as a criminal instead of a terrorist, those are all little things that kind of whittle away at my confidence.
Are you KSM in New York City?
Yeah, trying KSM in New York City. Those things are kind of bizarre to me. But overall, on kind of the big picture things, he seems to be doing a lot of it right. Now, I don't know if that's going to continue, but generally, I think we're doing the right things. You're never going to be perfect. And one of the things, getting back to KSM and some of these other things. What I worry about now, and if you kind of look, you can see this, whether it's Texas or the New Jersey New Jersey, and then the Alexandria kids that went over to Pakistan to be trained. It's looking like their new way is to come internally, find U.S. citizens, getting back to your point, too, and using them to do their dirty deeds. And so we have to look a little bit more internally, and that creates a lot more difficulties for us. Because then you're talking about civil liberties. It's easy to, I mean, there are no U.S. constitutional civil liberties that attach to a terrorist in Pakistan or Afghanistan. They are if they're in New Jersey or Texas. It's a little different, even though this one occurred in Texas on a military base that was clearly related to the overall war on terrorism, so he should have been treated differently than a pure criminal that went into a shopping center because they were, or into a conference room because they didn't like that they were tenured and they were crazy anyway. Yes, ma'am?
Speaking of national security, one of the ways to protect that is to support global education. And I know we're consumed with our domestic issues, but we get such great results from so little money if we spend it appropriately for global education. Kids who are educated are less likely to turn into terrorists. You support children that don't bring themselves out of poverty and their families. You decrease incidence of AIDS. It is a win-win situation. And what we need now is funding to support global education. So we get that 75 million kids who are not in school because they can't afford it. 75 million kids. And the goal of the Millennium Development Fund goal is to get them all in school by 2015. So we need funding for that.
Molly's saying, giving you this international signal, but I want to do two last questions.
And I will give you a letter.
Would you please?
I will.
Pink coat, purple, pink.
Getting back to the healthcare reform and getting on top of the cost of healthcare, I'm not sure if I agree with you that we shouldn't be looking into fraud, or at least.
Oh, I didn't say we shouldn't be. I was just using the waste as an example we could get to. I don't understand.
For example, this increase in insurance prices of, I've heard 59%, I've heard 57%. There's just something wrong with that. And I think that they jumped up those prices because we were discussing healthcare, universal healthcare. The other thing is, I heard a program where there were hospitals in a certain area in Texas that were requiring doctors to come in and have certain procedures at the hospital, or they would shut the doctors out of using their hospital. So I think there is
That's
fraud, and I
abuse.
certainly think there is corruption on all levels, the drugs, the insurance, doctors, and hospitals.
Well, don't misunderstand me. I didn't say that we shouldn't be actively looking at it. I just think the bigger piece of the pie, too, is just the wasteful stuff that's forced in the system, too. Did you have something? Then I'll let you close out. Since
Thank you very much, sir.
is that it?
Oh, no.